Yes, good evening, everybody. Arsenal have gone out of the Champions League, as have Manchester City. It is a bad night for English football. Both teams have been dumped out of the competition. Manchester City on penalties to Real Madrid and Arsenal to Bayern Munich. And I must say that Arsenal really did go out with a whimper. Nothing up top, completely blunt, nothing non-existent. Kai Havertz hardly kicked the ball, keeps him on. Bukayo Saka, we're going to come back to him in a minute. Trust me, keeps him on. I don't think there was anybody that looked like they were going to want to try and test Manuel Neuer. One shot from Martinelli in the first half, one deflected shot from Odegaard that he picked up and collected. Other than that, nothing. Toothless, gutless, no passion or desire to fight to try and get there. I'm sorry, but that was just a disappointing performance. And people can say it's Champions League, it's different. I'm sorry, man. I've had enough of it. Every single time I want this team to get across the line and show some mentality, they fail. I can roll off the tongue the amount of times that Arsenal have had to be up for it and show mental strength and fail. It rolls off the tongue this season. And this is a season that everybody's bigging up, by the way. Yeah. It starts right at the North London derby at the Emirates where we bottle it and Jorginho gives the ball away. We go to Stamford Bridge. We can't get across the line and beat a poor Chelsea side. We can't beat Villa home or away. We can't beat Fulham home or away. We can't go to a depleted Newcastle away and win. We can't beat Liverpool in the Cup. We go out the Carabao Cup to West Ham when it matters. And now you can add 2 legs against Bayern Munich to that as well. Nah, man. People want to get all positive and say how great this team is and how it's fantastic. Well, let me say, there's a lot of the fan base that hype a lot of these players up. And I didn't see him turn up tonight, let me tell you that. Yeah? There's a lot of people talking about how world-class our team is. I didn't see a world-class performance. This is a Bayern Munich side that have got 3 of its best players out. Alphonso Davies, Leroy Sané, injured, but playing today, but was injured, still caning us. Yeah? Serge Gnabry, out. And who's the other one? Kingsley Coman, out. Eric Dyer and Harry Kane are playing in this game, and they were 2 of the best players on the pitch again. What's going on there? Why? Eric Dyer couldn't get anywhere near the Spurs side. Now he's playing for Bayern Munich, and he's managed to get Arsenal out of the Champions League. How does this make you feel, fans? You happy about that? Is that all right? Doesn't matter. On to the next. Doesn't matter, FC again. Another opportunity to go out of another competition onto the Premier League. 6 games to go, 6 cup finals. That's what we'll hear. Nah, man, I ain't having any of it. I'm pissed. I'm really pissed. I'm pissed because the performance was shocking. That's what I'm pissed about. I'm annoyed because the performance going forward was an absolute joke. Defensively, we've pretty much got that sorted now. Yeah, we conceded, and it was poor. It was a poor goal to concede. Martinelli's lost his man. It's poor. But you know what? Going forward, it was an absolute embarrassment. Shocking. In midfield, do you know what? Lema and Goretzka. In 2 games, you've swallowed our midfield up. You've swallowed Rice and Jorginho up completely. No space in that midfield. Absolutely did a number on us. Yeah, did a number on us on midfield. I thought we were really poor again in midfield. Defensively, Saliba, Gabriel, a few dodgy moments, but made some good tackles. Ben White, likewise. Tomiyasu, bit shaky when he got done by Sane, but fair play. Didn't really give Bayern Munich much of a sniff, if I'm honest. But let's be real, they had the edge on us. We weren't good enough tonight. We weren't good enough. Now, let me talk about this star boy. Yeah? I'm not going to cane him too much, but I'm going to cane the whole season and last season playing this guy, playing this guy, playing this guy, playing this guy. Because the kid is nowhere near at the level that he should be and that we as a fan base rate him at. I think he will look back at last week and wonder why he didn't just put the fucking ball in like I told everybody that he should have done. Oh, it was a penalty. We couldn't have. He went to say what is that? just shut the hell up, man. Put the ball in the back of the net, yeah? Win the game, and then we might have a different scenario. But no, now we're out. And what might have been? Then let's look at his performance tonight. Shameless. 0 attempts on goal, 0 created chances, 0 completed crosses, 0 accurate passes. I'm tired. He's tired. Yeah? And if that's not enough to top it off, he takes a corner with 20 seconds to go. Raya runs all the way up, getting excited, and he doesn't even beat the first man. Don't put this guy on corners and drop him at the weekend. I'm serious. On the back of this shirt, you're not going to see it. What number have I got? What name have I got? Saka, 7. Because I love this kid. But unfortunately, the last few games, and for a number of games now, nah, it's done. And do you know what? Mikel Arteta has to take a bit of blame for that. Because you can look at Saka's performances, but why do you think they've been under par? Because this guy has been playing every minute of every single game. He offered absolutely nothing tonight. Nothing. Gabriel Martinelli, do you know what? I saw people giving him a load of abuse. I thought in the first half he was actually okay. Yeah, I thought he was at fault for the goal. But in the first half, I saw him try to create. He had the shot. Why has he not gone with his right foot? Why has he not gone with his right foot? Please tell me why he's not gone with his right foot. Why has he tried to make it hard for himself? The ball's come across from Odegaard. It's a great bit of play. It's finally a chance. And he's gone with his left foot. What's he doing? But he tried to make something happen, right? He tried to make something happen. The others, Kai Havertz, he may as well just still be standing outside now because he was a statue. The guy just stands there. What was he doing, this guy? Then he stays on again. Him and Saka, they stay on. And do you know what? If you think Martinelli was poor, cool. He wasn't amazing. But he was better than those two. And he come off again. This guy comes off all the time. What is it with this Arteta guy? He absolutely loves leaving Havertz and Saka on and taking off Martinelli every single game. So is he now to blame for some of Martinelli's bad performances this season? Because this guy, he can't get a run of games. He's either injured and he's not getting back in the side, or Mikel Arteta is taking him off. Trossard, come on. Shocking. Absolutely shocking. All he had to do was one job. What was that? Get that ball into that box. And he's dilly-dallying on it, lets the defender get to him, and then he goes in and fouls the guy. Shocking. Shocking. Jesus on the floor all the time. Did you see that shot Jesus took? Yes, he was offside. Where was he going with that? It was like a bloody rugby conversion. Shambles. Declan Rice tonight. Okay, but not great. Jorginho. Okay, but not great. Eaten up by Lema and Goretzka. Again. So this season we can say one thing. Defensively we're better. The end. That's it. Still not good enough. Still not got a good enough squad. And then to top it off tonight, this manager has yet again decided to go on, Eddie, on your fucking go, because we ain't got anybody else to bring on. So, Eddie, go and have another go up top. This guy, man, is absolutely shocking. And he's the number 14 in our club, and he should have been sold. And we've given him 100 fucking grand a week and put the number 14 on his back. This is what we do at this club. I'm sick of it, man. I knew this would happen. I knew this was going to happen. I absolutely knew we were going to be going out. It was obvious. So obvious. The way we went out is disappointing. There's no shame in going out to the heritage of a team that Bayern Munich that won 6 trophies. There's no shame in it. But the way we went out with a whimper was pathetic. No fight, no drive, no passion, no desire, no fight to want it. Nothing up top. Toothless. Gutless. Shambles. We've got Thomas Partey on the bench. You thought maybe he might have brought somebody on to try and win the midfield battle. Nope. Eddie Nketiah comes on. Havertz was out on the left at one stage. What's going on? Poor. Poor again. I'm sick of saying the same stuff all the time. We still didn't do enough in the summer, and I said that right at the start. But because we had a nice little run of form with Sheffield United wins and Burnleys and Brightons and West Hams, we don't need a striker. We don't need a striker. We're scoring loads of goals. Yes, we do. It's clear when we get a better opposition, we might struggle. And what's happened? We got done by Villa and we've got done by Bayern Munich twice, let's be real, because we couldn't beat him at the Emirates. And I hope Saka looks at that scenario and I hope it plays over his mind every single day when he goes to bed, thinking, why didn't I just take it past Neuer and score instead of trying to cheat and kick his leg and get a penalty? Because that incident right now could have cost us massively, massively. And I love this kid. I love him. I absolutely love him. But there is absolutely no fucking way in the world that he should be on the pitch at the weekend after that performance, Villa's performance, and the Bayern situation. For me, Havertz, son. I'd play Reece Nelson, Trossard, Jesus. I don't care who the hell's on the right. It cannot be Bukayo Saka, man. I'm sick of it, man. Sick of it. I'm so angry, man. Sports Genius with a super chat. I'm tired of the Odegaard hate. He's released our forwards and put Arsenal in the position to score goals. Imagine if you're Odegaard, he'll leave Arsenal soon. Listen, Odegaard's not going anywhere, bro. Big up for the super chat. But you know what? He's the only one that showed a bit of fight and passion yet again, just like he did at Bayern Munich. Looks like he's carrying a knock as well, by the way. Yeah, because he had a late fitness test and he was holding his knee towards the end of the first half. But he can hold his head high. Saliba was pretty cool tonight, and there was a couple other performances, but it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. Toothless up top, shockingly bad, nothing going forward, complete and utter shocking performances up top from Arsenal's front line. 4 years, 4 attackers. Do you know who they are? Willian, Trossard, Jesus, Havertz. Which one of them's a number 9, people? No, exactly. None of them. None of them are. So we're 4 years into this process and we still don't have a number 9 that's been signed. That is a disgrace. A disgrace. So I want in the summer ruthlessness. I want people out and I want people in that are coming in with the absolute elite level signings. None of these wingers that are going to come in and be good in 5 years. Had enough of that crap. Eddie, gone. Nelson, gone. Smith Rowe, gone. Marquinhos, gone. Lokonga, Tavares, Patino, gone. I want all of them gone. Ramsdale, Tierney's going to have to go. Ramsdale's going to have to go. We're going to have to bring these players in. I want to see an Alexander Isak or Victor Gyökeres signing. None of these young players I've never heard of, like a Xerxes guy. Yeah? I want to see somebody in the middle that isn't Zubimendi. I want to see someone like Frankie de Jong in there. Yeah? I want to see someone like Fofana in there. That's what I want to be seeing. I want to see a Diamande centre-back. That's what I want to be seeing. Somebody like that. I want to see a winger like Nico Williams, like Pedro Neto. Even Cole Palmer. Let me say it. Go fucking sort Chelsea out, yeah? Go say, there's 75 million. We know you're in the shit financially. We'll have you. And then we'll see who's better out of Palmer and Saka. Because you know what? Everybody laughed at it. But right now, who's playing better? Who's playing better this season? Palmer or Saka? Palmer. Of course he is. Let's see what happens there. Let's see if Palmer can do it on the big stage. Because this season, Saka's failed to at the times that it matters. And that's disappointing for me. Because I back this kid. And I love him. And I still love him. But I think we, as a football club, are starting to look at why we're potentially ruining one of the best products that's come out of youth academy. Because we're playing him week in, week out, 90 minutes, every game, getting kicked, double teamed on. He's going to get injured, 100%. The kid's durable, let me tell you that. And that's where I give him a lot of credit. But I'm sick and tired of people sitting there telling me that this is just a process and part of what needs to happen. Oh, it's the first year back for Arsenal in the Champions League. What do you expect? I said if we go out to a Bayern Munich or a Real Madrid or a Man City, I could sit there and hold it. But do you know what? It's how we've gone out that's disappointed me. It's not the opposition. Fair play to them. They did well. They did really well. Over 2 legs, a team that have just bottled the title, thrown it away, or whatever you want to call it, gone out with a whimper in the German Cup. Only thing they had left was the Champions League. And do you know what they must have been thinking when they got us? That's what they were thinking because they knew they were going to get through. Because mentally, we are still weak. We've had good results this season. Trust me. We've had brilliant things. Brilliant things. But when it comes to it, mentally weak. Mentally weak, man. Sick of it. Who's messaging me, man? Northside. He's redirecting people. Legend. What a legend. Man, make sure you go over to Northside LDN, man. Make sure you do it. I'm sick and tired of it, man. I'm sick and tired of it now. I'm starting to lose patience with it because I was listening to TalkSport on the way back from my dad's, right? I got here. I didn't go tonight. Do you know why? I'm really glad I didn't go tonight. What was I expecting? What was anybody expecting? Yeah? What was anybody expecting? But I was listening to TalkSport. Someone rung up and said, you know what? I'm not saying Arteta out, but why the hell can't he get us across the line in a big game? And that's not even a title or a trophy, by the way. This is just a game. This is a game that he needed to. And do you know what? They there for the taking. They weren't amazing tonight. They didn't pepper our goal. Harry Kane wasn't outstanding, best player on the pitch. Yeah. Eric Dyer was, I think, man of the match. One of the better players. That's how bad it was. For me, Kimmich was class, Goretzka was class, and Lehmann were class. They're the ones I'm looking at. But I'm sorry, man. There were some poor excuses of Arsenal performances there, man. I'm sick and tired of it. And I'm looking at it every single week. And when we have a bad game and I criticize, this guy's negative. He doesn't deserve to celebrate when Arsenal win. Shut up, man. Shut up. I can do what I want. Don't tell me how to support my football club. I can be pissed off when we lose, yeah? That's what happens. That's what happens. Where are all these people now? Muting the groups. All going offline. 5G's down again. Don't like it when it gets hot, do they? They can't take it. All these rival fans, yeah, do you know what? Some of them deserve a lot of stick. Chelsea fans laughing, Tottenham fans laughing, have some self-awareness. But you know what? A lot of them are right. And that's why a lot of them hate on Arsenal fans, because of the deluded ones that sit there saying that we've got a world-class team when it hasn't done anything yet. We've got a world-class manager when he hasn't won anything with his side yet. Honestly, man, I'm sick and tired of it. I'm so sick and tired of it. Every time we get to this situation, we're done. Now, let's talk positively about Mikel Arteta at Arsenal for a minute, because there's a lot of things he's done right. But unfortunately, when it gets to a stage where you are a get us across the line moment, it can't happen for him. So he will be the manager next season. He will stay at Arsenal because the Cronkies won't put any pressure on him and the fan base love him. So that means next season, the pressure is just turned up even more and intensifies because £600 million has been spent on this team. If we go and spend another 200 million, like is reported that we've got in the summer, we need to start seeing something. Now, because Manchester City have gone out tonight, let's pray and hope with all our might that that might knock their confidence a bit and that they might do something madness this season and not get across the line. But that means we have to try and get across the line. And I don't see it. I don't trust this team or manager to get us across the line with anything. Why? Because we haven't been able to do it yet. And if this guy is not able to do it, where do we go from here? Do we just stick with him? Do we get rid of him? Do we bring somebody in that can? I don't know. But I'll tell you this now. There's only one manager right now that I would take over Mikel Arteta that is realistic. And that is Carlo Ancelotti if he was to leave Real Madrid. And I would say, do you know what? Come in tomorrow. Arteta deserves credit for what he's done. But if he cannot get us across the line, that is the type of manager we need to go and get. And that's all I'm saying. I'm not saying he's Brendan Rodgers. I'm not saying sack him tonight. I'm not saying he's done and dusted now. I'm not saying any of that stuff. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm saying that if this guy is not the man to get us across the line, then yes, there may need to be discussions. And oh my God, our fan base are going to hate that. They're going to sit there crying about it. But it wasn't supposed to be how it ended. If we win a trophy, I don't care what the manager's name is. Let me tell you that now. If we win a trophy, it is Arsenal Football Club that win that trophy, not just the manager. We are not Arsene Wenger FC. We are not George Graham FC. We're not Herbert Chapman FC. We're not Mikel Arteta FC. We are Arsenal FC. I do not sit there and love and have massive sessions about how fantastic managers are. I just want to win things. And if a manager can win it for me, you get my applause and my credit. If you can't, you get my criticism. That should be how football is, right? We shouldn't be sitting there hoping and believing that a process might come to an end with a trophy when you don't know that it's going to. It has been failure if we win nothing this season. It has not been success. That's just facts. How can a season be successful when you don't lift something? It is failure again. Every single season that we do not win something with a club this size, it should be failure. Unless you decide that Arsenal are in the same position as a club like Stoke City, Wigan, or let me give you someone better, West Ham. If you think that is where we're at, and you think it's just about progressing and getting better and developing, then that is fine. Go support the club how you want. But don't come at me when I want to raise the standards to win shit. Because that's what I grew up doing. I was told when we smashed the stadium down that we would be competing with Bayern Munich, that we'd be winning things with them. We've lost to them yet again. In the time that conversation took place in 2002 with Peter Hillwood, we've got battered by Bayern Munich every time that we've got near them. And we give them a game over 2 legs. But did we really look like we were going to go through at any point? Nah. Not at all. So we're miles off. We're miles off when it comes to that. I looked at that Man City and Real Madrid game. We're miles off that. We're miles off that. Look at that game, 4-4, goes to penalties, all of them knackered, giving 110%. We got Jude Bellingham. Yeah, people want to talk to me about Saka and Rice. I love Saka and Rice, two of my favourite players. This Bellingham kid is ridiculous, mate. Can hardly move. He's got cramp in both legs, takes the penalty like an absolute pro. Elite mentality. Yeah, that's what we need right now. Seriously, man. Do me a favour. At least smash a like on this because it's free to do. At least subscribe to the channel, please. That's the least that I need right now. How many people we got in? Over 700. What we got in there now? 136 likes. Please do me a favour. Please hit the like. That's all I ask. Please hit the like right now. Make that go up to at least 300 in the next few minutes, please. That will at least give me some form of smile on my face or smirk on my face. Let's talk about Arsenal set pieces. We have a set piece coach, Nicholas Yeovu, who deserves an unbelievable amount of credit for 2024. Do you know what's happened? Since we started giving this guy credit, we've stopped scoring from corners. We've stopped scoring from set pieces. Our corners have gone back to shit. We can no longer beat the first man. Declan Rice can whip a ball in, but Declan Rice only seems to take them from the left-hand side. Why? Why is Saka still taking corners after the last 3 games of them being nothing short of shit? Trossard got dumped off him. Martinelli got dumped off him. Why can't we get this guy off corners because he can't take them? Give him to Odegaard. Give him to Rice over that side. I don't care. But this guy's been terrible at taking corners. They either don't beat the first man or they go miles over towards the other side of the post and it goes off for a goal kick. What's happened? What's happened? It's ridiculous. I honestly, I don't understand it. I don't understand it. It's a shambles. And yet again, I can't walk away tonight saying that Arsenal were a damn right disgrace defensively, but up top we were poor. I mean, that's an understatement. We were disgraceful. Kai Havertz, why can't he be subbed? Let's ask that question. Is it because he's our £65 million man and Mikel Arteta just seems to have this guy? What is it all about? Please tell me. Why can this guy not be subbed? Why is it a crime to get this guy subbed when he's not playing well? Oh, well, he can play in so many positions that we keep dropping him back into midfield. That doesn't work. It doesn't work. Why do we put this guy in midfield? Out on the wing now. We're putting him on the wing now. Just get him off. He's shit. Get the guy off. Get him off. Saka, shit. Get him off. Why do we have to play these guys for 90 minutes? And when he brought Eddie on, do you know what? I was done. RT, big up for the super chat. Says, Dan, you say everything I'm thinking. I'm gutted. Bro, I'm gutted as well, bro. I'm gutted as well, bro. I really am. I'm gutted because they make you start to believe, but really, we know the truth, don't we? You know, we've always known that this side is not able to get across the line. This manager is not able to get us across the line. And they're starting to prove it again tonight. And it was just such a gutless, poor performance. Going out like that. I think Sharoy said on his AFTV, but now I haven't listened to it. I just saw the title. We waited for that? Question mark. We waited 7 years to get back in this competition for that. It's a great question. It's a great question. So we've got 6 games now in the Premier League left. That's it. We're out of everything else. Manchester City are still in the FA Cup. So that means this weekend they have a game and that we have a game and that we can actually go on top of them because of that. So now I want 6 wins from this Arsenal team to try and claw back some form of respect, because in the last week or so, it has been nothing short of a shambles. 2 games against Bayern Munich that I can't walk off proud of. A game against Villa that I can walk off not just unproud of, but embarrassed by. So do not sit there and tell me that this side has elite mentality. Do not tell me that this guy has brought in a leadership quality to Arsenal. Because Declan Rice, yeah, might be a leader, but there is not the mentality to win at this football club still. And unfortunately, there won't be until they start winning shit, funny enough. And that's what's got to happen, man. Big up to Matt, Southern Gooner. Make sure you go follow this guy, man. He's a ledge. If the manager truly cares, he'd walk away at the end of the season. We've got to have a long, hard look at ourselves as a football club. Now, this Arteta in and this Arteta out and this Arteta should be sacked thing. I don't really know where people are at as a majority, but I tell you one thing. He's staying because the Cronkies love him, because the fan base majority love him. So if we believe that this guy is the right man, wrong man, nearly there guy, it doesn't matter what we think, because the Cronkies are going to keep this guy. And Matt, I know where you stand. I know where there's a lot of people stand. A lot of people had enough and said Arteta out in the chat. Some people are saying stick with him. Some people are saying he's the guy. He's going to get us across the line. Please tell me why you think that we're going to get across the line. Please someone tell me why we believe this guy is going to get across the line. What evidence is there to suggest that we're going to win something under Mikel Arteta? Because there's a lot of great stuff he's done off the pitch. He's brought the fan base back together. He's got the fans back on side. Everyone feels connected. Everyone wants to go to the Emirates again. It's a buzzing, really good place. The atmosphere is great. The players are definitely better. The squad's improved. You'd like to think it would, however, for 600 million that he spent. But will he get us across the line? How do we know that? How do we know this guy will get us across the line? We don't. We've got no evidence. And this season again, what does it look like? Does it look like he's going to get us across the line? Or does it look like he's going to bottle it again? Mad. We've dropped the ball so many times, man. And you know what? I can't even say he's bottled this year. He's just let us down again. The players, the manager, they've let us down again. They have. Because 3 years ago, we couldn't get across the line just to get 4th. Tottenham got it. Last season, we couldn't get across the line, being 8 points clear in bloody March. And this season, we haven't been able to get across the line in any of the trophies other than the Premier League, which now will go down to the wire, which I just know we're not going to get across. So, honestly, you know, sports genius, you better exclude Odegaard from this. Do you know what? Fair play. I've been really impressed with Odegaard. Odegaard's showing leadership qualities. Odegaard has shown that he is a captain. Odegaard 100% shows that he deserves to be where he is, and he deserves to be leading this team, and he deserves to be somebody that can be looked at and respected by giving 110%. He's the only one who walks around the pitch at the Emirates and claps every single one. He's the one I look at that actually does lead by example. He leads with the press. And when he came off at the weekend, we lost the game. He was the only one that looked like he could try and make something happen today when he did get on the ball. But you know what? He had very, very little in front of him to give him any form of help or support. Saka, nope. Trossard when he come on, nope. Havertz, Jesus, nah. Too many players still to get rid of. Too many gaps in the team that we've still got to buy. And this is the problem we've got. RT says, fair weather manager Dan, great plan A, never a plan B. I started to see a plan B, you know, bruv. I did. I started to see one. And unfortunately, we haven't seen it back for a while. I started to see Ben White inverting, Kivior at left back. I started to see Havertz and Trossard interlinking. We haven't seen that for a while. It's just gone dead. It's flat. Absolutely flat. And I'm sick of it. I'm sorry. I'm sick of it. Cliff, big up yourself, says, even if we had a number 9, we wouldn't have gotten them the ball. Sideways settings all match, and the gaffer stood there and watched. Villa settings. This is the problem I've got. I look at this guy, and he stands there, and he's done nothing about it. I feel like saying to him, get someone on the sideline, get Albert Stuyvenberg, get somebody to go and tell you what you need to be doing, mate, because you look lost. And there was nothing that he did in that game to change it up. Oh, yeah, he did. He flung Eddie and Nketiah on. What a disgrace. What a disgrace. And I'm not calling Eddie a disgrace. I'm not calling Eddie a disgrace. Eddie is a young academy player that wants to give his all for Arsenal. Unfortunately for Eddie, he's not good enough. But no one's told him at the club that he's not good enough, because we're going to give him 100k a week, put the number 14 on his back and say, because you scored that trick against Sheffield United, you've had a good season, son. Not good enough. Not good enough. Where's Fabio Vieira? Let me ask you that. Where is he? Does he not play for us anymore? Is that a flop? Is that someone that we no longer believe is good enough? Because let me tell you this, he was bought for 35 million pounds. 35 million pounds. We don't see him. We don't see him. We don't know what he is. We don't know if he's a player that we actually believe is good enough at the club, because he doesn't believe that he deserves any time. Reece Nelson also doesn't seem to be able to get any time. So why is it? Big up everyone from Northside's channel, by the way, who's come over, because I've just seen the numbers shoot up. Big up, man. Hope you're well. Please do me a favor. There's over 1,000 of you in. Do me a favor and smash the like button, please. We're only at 250. We can definitely get that up to 500 people. All of you hit the like button, please. I'd really appreciate that. Big up to all of you, man. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. And I'm sick of the fan base as well, to be fair. I'm sick of the fan base. The fan base that sit there and tell people like me, Northside, and all the other guys that have concerns and doubts, get behind him, back the team, back the manager. I go home and away. What are you talking about? I was there at Villa right till the end when Odegaard was clapping everyone off. Do you know how I know that? Because I was the one there. People telling me that I don't back the team, they've gone home. These are the same people telling me to back the manager and the team, walking away at the Emirates. I could see the cannon. That's how bad it was on the seats. And their fan base are telling me, get behind them, stop moaning. This ain't going to do any good. Why are you walking away 88 minutes for them when we're 2-0 down to Villa then, bro? Where are you going? I thought you were back in the team. I thought you were leaving this process. I thought you were here for the manager. What's going on? Shambles. Absolute shambles. So don't sit there 1 minute telling me that I don't support the manager and the team and then leave at 88 and 89 minutes in the same breath. Jokers, man. Absolute jokers. This is the problem with the fan base. They can't unite, never have been able to. Always has to be a villain. Anytime someone says something about Arsenal Football Club, they treat it like it's a sports day and it's their nephew that's just come third in a sack race. Oh, don't worry, it's about taking part that counts. There's always next year, darling. Why are we treating Arsenal Football Club like your nephew that's just lost a sack race? Why are we doing that for? It should be about elite sport. It should be about winning trophies. You should be pissed off when you lose. You shouldn't be, no worries, on to the next game, on to Wolves now. Off we go to Saturday, 6 cup finals to go, all that crud. I'm sick of it, man. It should hurt. I want the fans to hurt like this. I want us to get together and prove to that team and that club that we're gutted. That's what I want. Because ask Tony Adams and George Graham and Martin Keown and those man how they felt when they were losing games. How dare this manager chuck cups and domestic cups in the bin? I grew up on them. 93, the first two I remember, Sheffield Wednesday. And then people will say it doesn't matter. Go and ask Keown and Tony Adams what would happen if they said League Cup don't matter to George Graham. They wouldn't have their teeth in their face and wouldn't be playing for a month. That's what had happened. Crazy. Jamie Drummer, big up, man. Thanks for the super chat. Says there's managers like Flick, Conte, Zidane, no excuses. There's managers out there, trust me, right? There's managers out there. And if this guy can't get us across the line, they're the next sort of names that are going to be wanted by fans. But there's a majority of fan base that are quite happy. And do you know what? Mikel Arteta has put us in another title race. He's got us challenging. My question is, would he get us across the line? If the answer to that is no, then we've got to start talking about serious questions about where we go as a football club. Do we want to challenge or do we want to win? Because the last I knew, most of the fan base in 2016 were marching down Horsey Road because we come second to Leicester. But now, trust the process. 8th is okay. 5th is okay because it's progress. 2nd is really good because we're challenging. And if we fail again, it's our first year back in the Champions League. It's calm. Nah, man. What happened to my football club, man? If that's the fan base, sorry, man. I'm sick of it. We're only in phase 4. We've got another whole phase to go. We're only in phase 4. What the hell does phase 4 look like and what's it supposed to? And what does phase 5 look like? This process is done. There's no process to continue. The players are here. He's had what he wanted. So what are we doing now? Because I will sit there in one breath and say, I still feel we're short. But he doesn't. Because he's got Eddie, he's got Nelson, he's got Fabio Vieira spending money on, he's got Smith Rowe, he's had El Neni and Cedric here for God knows how long. He's not replaced or upgraded any of those, so he seems okay with the squad. I'm not. I don't think it's good enough to win anything, which, funny enough, I'm proven right every year, once again. But I'm the toxic negative one. Oh, I want to win, so I'm toxic and negative. These guys all want to take part, so they're positive. What a joke. Absolute joke, man. Sick of it. Sick of it. I'm sick of all the abuse that you get every week from people that are sitting there trying to tell you to be a good fan, sit on your hands. Phase 4. What phase is Xabi Alonso in? He's in phase 1. And he's en route to do an invincible treble. Phase 1, invincible treble. Xabi Alonso. We're in phase 4 with Mikel Arteta after £600 million, and we've still not won anything. And we still don't have a centre forward, by the way. Maybe that comes in phase 5. Joke. Absolute joke. So I want to see a successful summer and a proactive summer. Trust me, I do. But my God, this guy's got to be under some form of pressure. Otherwise, what's the point of it? Might as well just keep him forever. And it don't matter where you come. Don't matter where you come. Do what you want. Doesn't bother me how long it takes you to win something. Just keep going until we believe that perhaps it's time to make another change. Arsene Wenger all over again. Left it too late. And this is the problem. Because there's young fans out there that grew up on Wenger saying that telling them that top 4 was a trophy. Honestly, man. Shambolics. Nunandinho says, don't trust Keown, Parler, payroll, club agenda. Both of them, yeah, don't listen to them, don't respect them. Love them as players, don't respect them as pundits. They work within the club. They're going to keep it sweet. They're going to keep the media sweet. Tony Adams, respect him. Paul Merson, respect him. Emmanuel Petit. These are people that have come out and said, yeah, do you know what? Arsenal have done things wrong. 100%. Emmanuel Petit said, yeah, I don't think Arteta's the right guy. Tony Adams has said, I think we should have had Arteta first and then Unai Emery. Are they toxic and negative? Why don't you ever go at them? Thierry Henry and Ian Wright have both come out saying that Saka dived and it wasn't a penalty. Are they toxic and negative? Nah, man. Honestly, it's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous, man. It's one of those that I can't stick up for anymore. I look at the situation at Arsenal and it makes me sad. It makes me sick. And people are buzzing. Look at this brilliant club back again. We're back again when we start winning, yeah? We're back again when we start winning. Is that not right? Or are we back again because we've nearly beaten Manchester City? Manchester City went out tonight, but you know what? They went out with a fight. Penalty shootout is a flip of a coin. They could have had a lot of chances buried from what I hear. I don't believe that Haaland and De Bruyne, I believe, had a couple of misses, but I haven't seen it back because obviously I was watching the Arsenal game. But the penalty shootout, poor penalties from Bernardo Silva and Kovacic, by the way. Poor. Really poor. I don't know why those two were taking penalties, to be fair. Ederson even took one as well. I mean, are they running out of penalty takers at City or something? And they spent enough money. But listen, never, ever, ever write off Real Madrid, man. You don't ever want that. Let's be real. Don, big up yourself, bro. I hope you're well. Big up, Dan, one of the real ones. Cheers, bro. Time for a huge part of this fan base to realise a lot of these players aren't what they think they are. Bro, I couldn't agree with you more. Couldn't agree with you more. Nobody can explain to me the definition of world class, yet we've got 4 or 5 players that are world class. We've got a certain section of our fan base that thinks Saka, Odegaard, Declan Rice, Saliba, and Martinelli are all world class. Where were they tonight then? Because that's when world class players turn up, right? I'm not digging out every single player, by the way. I'm just asking a question. Where were our world class players tonight? Where were they? Can I bring up one of the best comments of the night? Andrew Macari, you are a legend, sir. Thought Ancelotti was supposed to be washed. That's what I was told. When I wanted Carlo Ancelotti instead of Mikel Arteta, and I thought that there might be as normal situation for us to go for Ancelotti and Everton to go for Arteta, it was the other way around. Oh, but what did he do at Everton? He's washed. Have you seen Everton since he's left? Has anybody watched the Premier League lately? Has anyone seen Everton Football Club since Carlo Ancelotti has gone? He finished 3 points behind Arteta's Arsenal that year. This amazing manager that everyone loves. Don Carlo took Everton there. Now look at them. They're a mess. And look at where he's gone. And look at where he's been successful. And look at who he's just beaten tonight. The treble winners. But nah, he's washed. He's absolutely tapped. He's gone. He's done and dusted. Why would you want Carlo Ancelotti over Mikel Arteta? Are you mad? Are you stupid? Bizarre. Absolutely bizarre. But there we go. That's the way it is. Let's take this super chat. Brian says, we have to accept this is our level and the attack is not right and the midfield is not right. I think Arteta's a good manager, but I'm losing faith. And that's fine. Do you know what, Brian? I respect the honesty and I respect that. I do. Because there's a lot of people that don't want to hear it. There's a lot of people who want to stick their fingers in their ears and go, la, 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 la. Arteta's Don Carlo. Arteta's the new Pep. La, 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 la. I don't care that we lost. It's just trust the process. He'll get us there eventually. Whereas actually some people will say, do you know what? I really like him as a manager. Can he get us across the line? Most sensible super chat I've read. Big up to yourself, Brian. Honestly, there is nothing wrong with changing your opinions. Whether that's Arteta's not great, now I think he is, or Arteta's great, now I'm not sure. Doesn't matter. Whether it's Saka's world class, now I'm not sure. Whether it's, I think that Arsene Wenger was this or he's not. Change your opinions. Nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with suggesting that Mikel Arteta might not be able to get us across the line. And people will say, oh, yeah, you'd love that, won't you? You'd love Arsenal not to get across the line under Arteta. Grow the hell up, man. What am I wearing? What's behind me? Where do I go every single weekend, home and away? To the Arsenal. Yeah? Our fucking football club. And people are sitting there saying, oh, you're toxic. You don't deserve to be celebrating when Arsenal win. Get out of here, man. Get out of here. Go back to supporting top four as a trophy. That's the way I see it. Embarrassing people, man. Absolutely embarrassing. I'm sick and tired of it. Chat, do me a favor, yeah? Smash a like on this and shove something in the chat to make me feel positive about a player that played well tonight for Arsenal. Just give me a name. I'll wait. Just give me some names of who you thought played well tonight. Because it's a struggle. It's a massive struggle. It's ridiculous. On 329 likes. Come on, we need to get that up to 500. There's 1,100 of you in here, man. There's nearly 1,200 of you, actually. So big up to all of you that come over from Northside's channel. Make sure you go follow and subscribe to Northside LDN, man. Absolute ledge. 336. Come on, we need to get this moving. There's only a few of you need to hit that like button, and all of a sudden it hits the 500. Yeah, come on, man. Please. It means so much. And it does so much for the channel as well. Otherwise, I wouldn't beg. I never beg for money on here, man. I'm not one of them. You know me. But I always do like to ask for likes because it's free, and a subscribe as well because we're very, very close to 20K. So this isn't going to be fun for me, man. I'm going to be cooked tomorrow. I'm going to be cooked Friday. I'm going to be cooked now for Monday's Race for Europe show. And it's all on what happens against Wolves now. But I need to see some changes, man. I need to see some proper changes. That's what I need to see. Sick of it, man. Sick of it. Absolutely sick of it. It's just ridiculous. So yeah, I'm I'm just in a absolute mess, man. Absolute mess. And I'm frustrated yet again. I'm frustrated yet again. Um, I can't deal with. I can't deal with. I can't deal with it, man. I can't deal with it much longer, man. It's just getting to a stage where I'm becoming so impatient with it. I want to win so badly. I want to win so badly, and I'm just sick of it, man. Sick of it. Um, Wolves. Wolves. What do we do? I mean, what's the team for Wolves going to be now? I did ask a question, didn't I? And a few of you have put some in the chat. So Odegaard, Saliba, Odegaard, Saliba, Tomiyasu, Odegaard, Saliba. Yeah, Odegaard and Saliba were the two I thought. Do you know what I actually thought? Yeah, I actually thought that Tomiyasu was fair play. I did. I thought Tomiyasu was fair play. He got done by Sane first of all. Yeah, and then do you know what? After that, fair play. I thought he played really well and kept Sane quiet. I can't lie. Let's do Hussam and Mo a favor and let's redirect. They're going live. They're going to be, that'll be a mad show, that one. That's for sure. I was going to redirect to Mo, but he's just asked me to go to his other channel. So, oh man, it's an absolute madness. It really is. It really is an absolute madness. I can't sit there and lie to you. I want to know what you would actually do while I'm trying to sort this redirect out. I want to know what you would actually do when it comes to the where are we? There it is. When it comes to Saturday, and this is a serious question. What do we do? What do we do on Saturday? Do we change the team completely? Do we tweak it a bit? Do we give players rest? Because that's a must-win game, and we're all now down in the dumps. We know Reyes in goal. We know it'll be Ben White, Saliba, Gabriel. Probably will be Tomiyasu. Maybe Zinchenko will come back, but I think that would be a disaster if he does, because let's be real, Wolves have got some pace. In midfield, Thomas Partey's just got to play now. Sorry, but he has to. I think him, Rice, and then maybe we play Smith Rowe or Vieira because Odegaard looked like he was knackered and had a knock. There's no way Saka starts. Jesus plays right wing for me. Left wing, we play Martinelli, and through the middle we play Trossard. That's what I'd do. That's what I'd do. Change it up, man. Freshen it up a bit. Let's try and get something going again. Because at the moment, we're down and out. We're absolutely down and out. And I'm sick of that, man. Let's see what super chats we've got in since then. Nunandino, Martinelli, Saka, one-dimensional. Party lockdown. Listen, you're right about party and sorry, you're right about Saka or Martinelli to a certain degree, but I do blame the system and the manager at times. I don't think he's looked after these kids well. I don't think he's treated Martinelli well by just hooking him all the time, and I think he's treated Saka dreadfully by just playing him in every single game for 90 minutes. The kid's gonna burn out for sure. Partey, do we know what's happening with him? Do we know what is happening with Thomas Partey? Do we have any understanding of it? Real talk. Where is he? Is he not fit? Why is he on the bench if he's not fit? Why? I honestly do not understand how we can sit there and believe that Thomas Partey is fit. Because I'm in a situation, chat, where I like Jorginho and I like Declan Rice and I like Martin Odegaard. But Thomas Partey, I think people forget how good he was last season. So that's what I'd be doing. That's what I'd be doing at the weekend. Thomas Partey plays for me, man. Listen, I'm going to get out of here, chat. I've had enough. I need some sleep. Please make sure you stay tuned because you're going to be going straight over to Hussam and Mo, who, let's be real, are going to absolutely cook the hell out of Arsenal and Man City. So make sure you're over there for that one. We're going to get out of here. Enjoy the rest of your evening and take it easy. Laters. We're out of here. Peace.